Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Did Golden Bachelor Susan Noles find love connection with Jack Lencioni? There are a few women from Jerry Turner's season of The Golden Bachelor who made it clear they want to find their second chance at love. Two of those women are Kathy Swartz and Susan Noles. They even let Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos know that they would be happy with the men she sent away if she thought they would be a good match. So, Joan did go to work and has been playing matchmaker a little bit. Two of the contestants fans really wanted to see matched up were Susan and Jack Lencioni. They were seen sitting by each other at Joan's after the final rose special. Now, she's sharing if there was a love connection or not. What did she say? Keep reading to find out more. Did Susan Noles find love with Jack Lencioni? Did Golden Bachelor fan favorite Susan Noles find a love connection with Jack Lencioni? Kathy Swartz and Susan host a podcast together called Bachelor Happy Hour, Golden Hour. In one of their recent episodes, they talked about all the matches that are being formed between past contestants. One of the potential matches they talked about is between Edith and Dan. Kathy said, Edith, Aguirre, was having a good old time with Dan, Romer. Dan, if you're listening, you were like a deer in headlights. We hope you had fun. We were loving watching it. As for Susan and Jack, Kathy had her own opinions on it. She doesn't think it could work out between them because they are too similar in that they are both bigger than life and full of fun. However, that's just Kathy's opinion. What does Susan think? Susan said Jack is a great guy, but she also doesn't see any love connections happening. She said, yeah, definitely in the friend zone. But a nice person, he's a nice person. Kathy gave an update on her dating life as well recently. Kathy Swartz also shared a recent update on her dating life. She shared about an event she attended with her daughter in which someone she knew wanted to introduce her to a man. When she was introduced to this man, she noted he could not stop staring at her daughter. So, needless to say, Kathy is also still single. She said she's still on the prowl. Under the glittering lights of the Golden Bachelor mansion, where hope mingles with nostalgia and hearts yearn for a second chance at love, Susan Noles and Jack Lencioni's connection became the talk of the season. But did their shared laughter and quiet moments blossom into a true love connection, or was their story destined to remain a fleeting spark? The enigmatic Susan Noles. Susan, a 66-year-old retired hairstylist with a penchant for flair, quickly became a fan favorite. Her radiant smile, warm demeanor, and unapologetic love for big hair and bold jewelry brought an effervescent energy to the show. Yet beneath her sparkly exterior lay a woman deeply yearning for genuine companionship, a partner who could match her vibrancy and provide the quiet understanding she had long craved. From the moment Susan stepped out of the limo on night one, she turned heads. Her emerald green dress, adorned with sequins that shimmered like the night sky, was just as unforgettable as her vivacious introduction. They call me Susan, but my friends call me Susie Sparkle, she quipped, tossing her perfectly coiffed hair. She instantly caught the attention of the Golden Bachelor, but it wasn't Jerry Turner who seemed most captivated, it was Jack Lencioni, another contestant vying for a chance at love. Jack Lencioni, the 68-year-old retired architect from Charleston, South Carolina, exuded a quiet charm that contrasted with Susan's larger-than-life personality. With his salt and pepper beard, a wardrobe of perfectly tailored blazers, and a voice smooth as molasses, Jack embodied the essence of a Southern gentleman. Unlike some of the flashier contestants, Jack's approach was understated yet impactful. He was a man of subtle gestures, a fresh cup of coffee prepared just the way Susan liked it, a soft smile during group dates, or a well-timed joke that left her in stitches. Though not as overtly competitive as some of the other men, Jack's sincerity spoke volumes. Their first real connection. It was during a group date that Susan and Jack first shared a truly meaningful moment. The date had a carnival theme, bright lights, games, and laughter filled the air. While other contestants tried to outdo each other with grand gestures, Jack noticed Susan quietly watching a carousel in the distance, a nostalgic smile playing on her lips. "You look like you've got a story to tell," Jack said softly as he approached her. Susan chuckled, her eyes glistening. "This reminds me of when I used to take my daughter to the fair. She'd beg me to ride the carousel over and over." Jack nodded, his own expression wistful. Funny how the simplest things can bring back the best memories. The two ended up talking for hours, their conversation weaving between shared family stories, past loves, and their hopes for the future. By the end of the night, Susan felt something she hadn't in years, a sense of being truly seen. The rose ceremony, a turning point. As the weeks progressed, Susan and Jack's bond grew stronger. While other contestants worried about their screen time or strategized to stay in the game, Jack focused solely on making Susan laugh and feel cherished. During one particularly dramatic rose ceremony, where tensions ran high among the men, Susan shocked everyone by pulling Jack aside before handing out her final rose. "Jack," she said, her voice trembling slightly, "I don't know what the future holds, but I know that when I'm around you, I feel like the best version of myself. Will you accept this rose?" His reply was simple yet heartfelt, "I'd be honored, Susie Sparkle." Trouble in paradise. While Susan and Jack's connection seemed solid, the road wasn't without its bumps. During a candid one-on-one dinner date, the topic of geography arose, a practical but crucial consideration for any couple on the show. "I've lived in Charleston my whole life," Jack admitted. "My family, my friends, my roots, they're all there. I couldn't imagine leaving." Susan frowned, her fork pausing midair. "But I've built my life in Florida. My daughter and grandkids are there. Could you see yourself moving?" The conversation took a sobering turn as they realized the challenges they'd face in merging their lives. Yet, even as doubt crept in, neither was ready to give up on what they had built so far. The overnight date. The overnight date marked a pivotal moment for Susan and Jack. Set in a luxurious beachfront villa, the ambience was both romantic and contemplative. Over glasses of wine, they delved into deeper topics, regrets, dreams, and what love meant to them at this stage of life. Jack, ever the realist, expressed his concerns. "We've built something beautiful here, Susan, but I don't want to hold you back if our lives can't align." Susan's response was equally heartfelt. "I came here looking for a fairy tale, but I've realized that real love isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, even when it's messy." By the end of the night, their bond seemed unshakable.